Welcome back, adventurers. Join us in amazing Vietnam as we do a factory tour of the Max Cruise 48 SC and find out in this episode how you can buy a brand new boat for 160,000 US dollars with just a little input from you. These amazing boats have a combination of lightweight, great space, ease of use, and remarkable performance. So kick off your shoes and come barefoot with us. We are John and Ellie, the Barefoot Doctors, sailing and travelling around the globe. Join us as we explore the beauty of the world because life is better barefoot.
Hi, I'm John McIntyre.
I'm Tom Cutterjoe. Nice to meet you. Production manager, yeah.
Of Max Cruise.
Of Max Cruise Marine, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So Tom, can you tell us what the philosophy is behind Max Cruise?
Well, Terry wanted performance cruisers. Okay, that's why the lightweight construction, without being too light. They're not like a racing craft. That was always Terry's philosophy. He got the boats designed, and that's hence we use the foam core construction.
And you have some carbon in the boats too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it depends on the boat, but yeah, we do extra reinforcement with carbon fibre.
Right. Because your boats are very light for essentially the size that they are.
Yeah.
Your 44 is 8 tons roughly.
Yeah.
The 48 is 10.6.
10.6.
And your 55 is only 13 or so.
Yeah, 13,000, 12, 5 years.
Yeah, wow, amazing. And you also offer the options of either fixed keels or dagger boards.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've got a number of boats out there with dagger boards. Most people go for the fixed keels.
And the other really interesting thing is you guys supply pre-built 3DM kits. Yeah. So you basically buy the pieces and you just fit them all together.
Yeah, the two hulls, the nose cones, they all come separate. You've got your bridge deck, cabin top sides, your cabin top, all the bulkheads. Basically just tape it all together. There's a stand, a jig, put your hulls on and tape it together.
How many kit boats have you sold, and what's the sort of person who wants to buy these kit boats?
Well, there's 3 out there at the moment. People that inquire the most are people that are looking to retire in a number of years and say, well, okay, I've got a couple of years, I can build my own boat, and etc. etc. Like Matt and Jess and the others, they don't have any experience in building boats. You get instructions, etc., with the builds, and they go along. And I watch Matt and Jess's YouTube show, and it's quite enjoyable. And I can see a lot of the comments from people that get all excited about it as well.
That's right. Yeah, I mean the great thing about the kit boats is that you can get a boat for a much lower price than buying it all completed.
We've had a number of people who have actually come here initially inquire about the kit boats. Then when they see the price of our completed boats, right, because they're built in Vietnam and the labour cost is lower, but the quality is still there. Yeah. Terry stickler for making sure that everything's done correctly, and he's very, very pedantic. And
those are the kind of sticklers you want, though.
Well, look, our customers love him.
That's right.
Because he's like that, But I think that's what gives us the quality in our boats. It works.
What are the advantages of having your production here in Vietnam?
I think it's more the labour content more than anything else. The way we're set up for import, export, etc. Terry's got a number of ways where we were able to sort of reduce costs, keep the costs down for the customers.
Okay,
yeah. You can either take delivery in Vietnam or we'll deliver it to Thailand, and then people will take delivery in Thailand. Then we've had a number of boats that have sailed from Pattaya, like SV Kia, Hull 14. He sailed over the last 3 or 4 months from Pattaya. He went to France, so he went all the way around.
Through the Red Sea?
Yes, he did actually, yeah. So we've had a number of boats that have sailed to Europe, USA, etc. We've had a number of boats that have been shipped. All the ones that have gone to Australia and New Zealand, the owners have sailed them, from Thailand straight through. Yeah. Terry's really wanted these to be, an off the grid boat. So with the hybrid package, you can be out to sea for a long time, and you're self-sufficient.
What brand have you bought or make it?
We've used a couple, but the main one we use is Rainman.
Okay.
Yeah, we found that to be quite good on the 44s and 48s.
What hybrid systems do you put with them?
Well, it's called hybrid marine. You can get the Yanmar and the Beta in the package. Depends on what the customer wants, basically. Yeah, we've had them. It'd be 3 or 4 years now.
Okay.
So the way the clutch system works is if you want to disengage the propeller and just run the engine as a generator, you use the hybrid clutch.
Yeah.
And it works pretty well.
You guys guys obviously have done a lot of testing to see how it works and what the best props are.
Yes, in the very early days, Terry tested 6 or 7 different props, and the propeller we use now seems to be the best out of the lot of them for everything that we need. 400 watts, yeah.
At 7 knots.
At 6 or 7 knots, yeah. They're feathering props, yeah. When Terry wants regen on, he'll just kick the throttle forward a little just to feather the prop, and then it starts running. Terry's electrical genius, so they're always asking Terry, and and he helps them out. He helps them out wherever he can.
What's the delivery time for boats?
Well, 10 to 12 months depends on the slots that we have. If somebody orders a boat now, it'll go into production in July, and you're looking at 10 to 12 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually they're done in Pattaya. Terry will be there, or Terry and I will be there, and we'll go through all the systems with the customer, make sure they're comfortable with it. Terry will take them out for a few sails, but it doesn't stop there. We can go online, and if they have any problem with their solar system or with anything else, we can rectify it from here.
This boat is in Australia right now, and you're looking at their live data.
Yeah, in real time, we can go into the remote console and from here. So here we can have a look at all of our device lists, our system setups, etc., and we can make changes from here.
So you can see if something's not working properly, if they have any questions.
Yeah, well, we had a customer not long ago that their solar power wasn't working properly, and when I went and had a look, downloaded their configuration file, I saw that it had been changed. Okay, and the numbers weren't what they should be. And when I asked them questions, it's he had somebody on board that did some work on the solar, so somebody had changed it. So anyway, I was able to upload the original configuration, bang, and his systems worked again. And that has happened a number of times. So people call us from all over the world and say, hey, I've got a problem with this, and we have a quick look and see if we can fix it.
The other hot topic is straight current.
And we don't have straight currents. There's a lot of ways to eliminate them. With the earthing systems on the boats are important. Terry double checks every time systems are sort of completed that there are no stray currents, which is really important these days, But there are some other companies out there that have just been doing hybrids not as long as us, and they have problems with stray currents. We've been doing the hybrid systems for a number of years now. We've ironed out all the little bugs, and they're running at 100%. So
and you've never had any problems of that nature?
Well, with stray current, no, we've never had stray current. A lot of discussions with Graham from Hybrid Marine too about when we were initially setting them up too. So I think that helped, and there was a lot of research and development going into it. It's a PPF, which goes over the top of the colour, and it's got self-healing qualities. So if there is a scratch or something like that, it will self-heal. Wow. I've seen it on cars where it comes off, and it's actually quite easy to repair again and stick back down. So it's an impressive wrap. So,
very good.
This is the second boat we've had wrapped. The first one we had wrapped is Max 1, that's in the United States at the moment. Here you've got your hybrid panels, but your engine controls here. It's a nice simple setup, easy to control the hybrids.
The throttles control both the diesel and the hybrid.
The diesel and the hybrid,
All the lines come back here.
Come back to here, Sometimes we have buckets into the side there, so they can go down to there. But that one's going down here.
Are these electric or?
They're electric. Foot controls here.
Oh, okay.
This has got 4 kilowatts of solar power. We have the big hatches.
Oh, it's self-vacuum too.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they're all airtight voids. Under lib about every 1500 mil, and the floors are all above waterline.
Right.
So, but if you do get a hole in the side of the hull, it's only going to fill that small compartment. That was another thing that Terry was an absolute stickler for, was making the boat as safe as possible. Something else in there. We'll segregate the chain.
Yeah. And this boat's going to be launched in May, is it?
May we'll be doing sea trials for this. So
within the next month.
Within the next month, because handover for this one to the customer is early June. I think it's the 5th or 6th of June. EVA flooring, yeah. It's guaranteed for 3 years. We've had boats out there for 3 years, and I haven't seen any problems with them so far. On the boats that I've been on and the boats that I've seen over the last, it's been really good. Yeah, and it also doesn't burn your feet. In the light grey colour. Whenever they've had this, it's nice and easy walking from front to back, etc. This will also have a couple of lock points for your harnesses as well. This has the sliding windows that go all the way across, and the sliding doors. So when you open it all up, basically your galley and out here are all in one. Nav station will be here. That'll be a swivel chair, so you can have it either side.
Is that the little leather one?
Yeah.
You've got with the little leather back?
Yeah.
We've seen that on the videos.
Nice and comfortable. Yeah. On Jess's video.
Yeah.
The item you must have. That. You can turn on all your 12 volt stuff here. This will be a display, GPSs and things on your remote autopilot.
I'm glad you've got international plugs.
Yeah, we do.
It's not very intrusive.
No.
Post.
So we put the 48 volt panels. So you've got your battery panels here. Turn them on. 48 volt DC. So your main, your inverters, etc. Then you've got your 230 volt. That's his battery bank. Us old people. Yeah. Nice deep storage. The master washroom. Yeah. Usually we put two. This customer's only opted for one.
And that's just more.
That's going to be a storage area behind.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Maybe wet block.
Yeah. The escape hatch.
Yeah.
Will be there. So you'll see there's a web, yep.
Yeah.
And this side there's a web. So
Okay. And so is that the bottom of the hull?
that's the bottom of the hull.
It is, okay,
Yeah.
so it's quite okay. Shallow. But then the area from here back there is all airtight void.
They're all airtight. But the webs run about every 1500.
So this boat's not going to sink.
Got your overhead lockers. Okay. So here's your hybrid engine. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So you'll see it. Or the black one you can see.
Yeah.
There. That's your shaft clutch. When you go to re-engage it, there's a button which will turn the motor slightly for it to click back in.
Okay.
So it works.
But you can control it on and off up there electrically.
It's the shaft clutch? No, has to be done here.
Okay. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more of a mechanical system.
That's probably so you don't accidentally disengage your prop shaft.
That's right. Yes. So you got your Rayman. That's our wet cupboard. Again, easy to get to. Turn it on. Yeah, just covers more storage. The 48's my favourite. I'd have the 48.
Okay.
I think the 55 is probably a little bit too big for me. And I've stayed on the 44 a number of times, and beautiful, lots of space, beautiful. Then you come on here and think, oh, okay, this is awesome. But, you might be able to see the barbecue over here. That's your barbecue. So they're electric, not gas.
Yeah.
Then on the other side, the hand basin. So. But all the systems go through the GX display, so you can monitor everything at the one little display. So what I showed you earlier from on the VRM, when we were looking at SV Kia, that display is on the GX. So that's what you're looking at on the GX. If you're connected to shore power, you can see that you're connected to shore power. If you're not, you can see how much solar is coming in on all the different MPPTs. So it's not just one. You can see which ones are working, which ones aren't. Yeah, so it's quite a good system. Yeah.
Nice. And there's the place where they can be launched. Very close.
From there, they basically just get craned straight into the water.
Okay. You were sailing your 48 at 22 knots on multiple occasions, and the crossing was averaging 12 knots. Well, that's all good stuff.
Well, that was my 44.
Oh, that was your 44, was it? Wow.
The 48 will sit constant, will be about 8% higher than the 44.
Wow.
And it's purely the waterline.
Good.
The 55 would be scary. The whole idea was to design a boat, get it into production, yet still allow small customization. The boat has to be able to sail in 5 knots a week. Otherwise, it's just a pup. It should be performing in 8 to 9 and safe from that 15 through to 30. At 15 knots, we're already reefed, as a good skipper would. Flush vortex, so you don't have that trip hazard, and deep, large half cockpits with a big open area for your sail. And I think we've achieved it now. I'm not a lover of 2.5 knots. I do a lot of sailing by myself, and I like the raised helm. I can do everything from there.
We've sailed with single helms elevated, just like on the Max Cruises, and we've always been very happy with that. You have much better view of the sea in front of you, actually.
And to me, that's the big thing. Asia is hard to sail in because of obstructions. But with the hybrid, I love being able to use the electric remote for bringing in and out of marinas, just confined spaces. I can move that boat anywhere by myself.
And how long have you been using the hybrids already?
We were the first in the water.
Yeah. You were the first
We got more out there than anyone else.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it was all about testing. So companies jumping into using different props, and then after boat 3 having to go back to what we suggested.
But you guys have been doing it successfully for all that time.
What came from the winds was sensation, and HH identified their problems pretty early, and it was purely they had 4 independent systems that are being installed independently and not fully coordinated. That's all I'm saying.
It's a shame for everybody actually, but it's also given the hybrids, everybody's much more nervous about hybrids now, which is a real shame.
I think of the 4 major things hybrid marine has turned it from a 80% system to a 99.
No, that's good to hear.
I'm really happy with the system now.
But congratulations on the boats. They're just beautiful.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really like the 48 now.
Yeah.
So does Tom.
It's a sweet spot right there, isn't it?
It's easy to sail.
Yeah, we love the front cockpits and the dagger boards. We like going into shallower waters, so the dagger boards are really nice from our perspective.
You can easily throw a cassette rudder. The cassette rudder would get you into 500 mils of water.
They're impressive. It's lovely to see you.
Nice.
We really appreciate Tom's time and your time.
I spoke highly of you, Terry.
Yeah, mostly. Okay, well look, thanks very much for your time, Terry. It's
Nice
been really
to
good
meet
to
you.
meet you. Have a good Grand Mott show.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
All the best.
All the
Have a good
best,
one,
Terry.
Yeah, thanks very
Bye.
much.
Thanks very much, Terry.
Yeah.
That was good.
So thanks very much, Tom, for showing us the boat. They're absolutely wonderful.
Okay, thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting both of you.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks
All
very
the
much.
best.
Okay.
Max Cruise catamarans are built light, so they are fast, but they provide surprisingly high levels of space, comfort, and quality living. Their lightweights give very good indications of their fast sailing ability with the options of centerboards and performance sails. At very competitive prices, these boats provide an amazing combination of performance, comfort, and safety. Along with their years of experience with hybrid installations, Max Cruise Marine is able to provide exciting opportunities for sailors that want that elusive combination of performance and comfort.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and thanks to our awesome Patreons whose money helps us save lives around the world. Please make sure you subscribe and ding the bell so you don't miss out on any of the exciting upcoming episodes. Hold on to your dreams because, like the wind in the sails, they propel you towards endless possibilities.